Yep, just another video about that stupid Samsung fridge side by side. So the problem is, it's maybe a couple, 2, 3 months ago, you heard the fan just in there, just doing, clicking, and I did that forced defrost. I did all that stuff for like 2 or 3 times. Seemed to help temporarily, but it was just back with a vengeance. Seems like that ice just grew overnight, and so what we started seeing was poor performance in not just the freezer, not the ice compartment, but also the fridge. I think the fridge averaged about 48 degrees, and we started losing our produce. Things didn't stay as fresh. So, we're going to jump into this thing. We're going to rip this thing apart and see what's going on. So, come on down. So, yeah, here you got your basic Samsung little side by side. Looks nice, you know. But shame on Samsung, because look at this. This is not cool. Yeah, so once you get in there and get that thing all ripped apart, you'll have some chance to get in here and diagnose a problem. More than likely, you just got a whole bunch of ice everywhere. So here's a problem right here. This thing's chock full of ice. And then, of course, look at this. See all this ice in here? Remember all that ice right there? All of that's got to come out of there. I mean, that's why air can't circulate through this thing. Yeah. Yeah, so, the way that these refrigerators are designed, all refrigerators for that matter, are designed is to basically create a cool, kind of like your air conditioner, create a cooling space and then just blow cold air over it and continue to recycle. And then, of course, there's another device that sucks hot air out of the space. But for the most part, if this fan can't spin, you're hosed. And I don't know why, for some odd reason, there's enough moisture that can get in here and create ice in the first place. So, yeah, once you get in there and get this ice all thawed out, get your fan in there and get it moving. That's the number one piece that's important here, so you have some free-flowing fan blowing all that cool air all over the place. Yeah, see, I mean, look at this. I mean, sorry for the sideways little shot here, but you look in there, we got all that ice out, de-thawed, and here's a better image. See all that? We just dried it all out, got it out of the space, and, just wiped it all down and kept it nice and clean. Also, blow that out with hot air and de-thaw that ice out that's inside the ice maker. That's a big problem, too, I'm having is a little puddle of ice or puddle of water in the ice chute, so... See, once you get in here, you pop off that fan, and like you see all this ice in here? Look at this. Take this, of course, use your hair dryer, but all this ice in there is just what the problem is, and you can't get to it unless you take the fan off. So it's only those 4 little screws. I popped that thing off, but get in there and definitely get this ice out, because this is actually the problem, keeping it from keeping all the air from circulating. So screw it back on, you should be good to go. Yeah, so even when I just opened the door and just kind of put my hand in here and kind of feel around, I could already feel a temperature change and some cool circulation. So I know we're on to something. We're already down to 41 degrees. I think we're moving in the right direction. All right, so looks like it's cooling down a little bit. I checked it a little while ago. It's already getting colder. Seems like it's performing better. Looks like it's moving air. I emptied out all the ice naturally, so I haven't heard any new ice drop. But ice usually takes about an hour or two, and then of course you hear it through the night. But the main thing with this is, when you're first getting to that back plate, just remember this plate right here is just some thin plastic with styrofoam, and most definitely there's a fan right there, that big laptop fan that I showed you. Take out those 4 screws, peel that thing open, and this thing is all full of ice, all in there. So get your hair dryer, pop out all that ice that's in there, and then when you put it all back together, just remember, of course, there's a screw right behind that thing. It's a little tricky, you know, but go for it. You know, don't worry about, you know, breaking something. Just be careful. There's 2 wires also too. When you pull this thing open, pull it to the left. Like pop it to the left. If it's not moving, use your dryer to like soften it up a little bit, and then pull it to the left, and there's 2 wires hanging at the top. Remember, the yellow one goes in that top yellow connector. There's a yellow connector up there. So just remember that piece. And other than that, should be good to go. So we're gonna wash this thing for a little bit. See, I had it open. We already lost 1 degree. And so, but anyways, I think that's it. And we're gonna give it another shot for another couple of weeks. If not, this thing is getting the boot. All right, it's been about a good hour. Check it out. Boom. Already down to 34 degrees. Things working just fine. Open the door here, and I can automatically feel it's way cooler. Everything's nice and chilly in here. I mean, you could just feel it right when you open the door. And, you know, put my hand here, feeling this. You know, everything in here is doing a lot better. So I think we solved the problem for now, but I don't know if that's a long-term fix. Definitely use that little turbo button right there to cool it down. Good luck, guys. If you get stuck on this and have any questions, go ahead and leave some comments down below, and I'll just see what I can do to respond back to you guys, and wish you all the best. Take it easy.